more conveners. There are two more conveners. I'm sorry. Let me fix this. With me, there are two more conveners. Anurag Mishra from GDSC IST and Saranya Srivastava from GDSC Kalindi. We all welcome you to this GDSC season. I promise you will enjoy this season as we have invited exuberant personality that are going to take this season and they are doing great. They will be there to answer all your queries regarding Google Developer Student Club. We have Arsh Goyal, जिसे आप अजय के नाम से जानते हैं. He was a former GDSC lead. He was a former GDSC lead and currently a very popular YouTuber. Arsh will be there to all your queries. And also we have Nikita among us.
Sorry for interrupting, Anivesh. I guess you have twice tab open, so it is echoing. Maybe YouTube. Can you pause that?
Hello.
Yeah. Now it's fine, I guess.
Okay. I'm sorry for disturbance. Actually, it's happening again. Will you please fix that?
I guess you must have some. Is it echoing? Sharana, can you try speaking?
Yeah, is it echoing?
Yeah, still it is echoing. I don't know what the issue is with everyone.
Is it going like okay?
No, it's not echoing now.
Yeah, it is fine. Anurag, can you try once?
Yeah, is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay,
Might
please
be some
add
technical
Anivesh
glitch.
once again. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
going
add
to
Anivesh.
introduce all of us again. So good evening, everybody. I am Anish, and along with me there are two more conveners for this session. Anurag Mishra from GDSC IIST and Saranya Srivastava from GDSC Kalindi. We have two exuberant personality with us who are our guests. We have Arsh Goyal among us, जिन्हें आप अर्श भैया के नाम से जानते हैं. He is a former GDSC lead at NIT Jalandhar, and he's currently a very popular YouTuber. Arsh Bhaiya will be there to answer all your queries. Along with him, Nikita will be Nikita will be among us. Nikita is program and community manager at Google Developers Group. Also, we have GDC lead from different colleges who will share their experience with us. I know you all are excited for this season, so I will not take much of your time. I just want to inform you one thing that we are going to take Q&A session at the end, so feel free to ask your queries. Now I will request Saranya to continue with the session.
Yeah, thank you, Anivesh. So we have Nikita Gandhi with us today. She is the community manager at Google Developers and also GDSC India's program manager. So I would like to call Nikita ma'am up here.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining. It's really nice to see you all on a Saturday evening. I'm sure many of you wanted to enjoy your favorite Netflix show, but you chose this episode. So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we
so
meet again, Nikita. Hi.
hi,
Um,
hi,
so
Sharon.
hi. So yeah, all of us have this question. Like, not us. Like most of the viewers here have this question: that what exactly is a GDSC and what is the mission of a GDSC?
Sure. For those of you who haven't heard about Google Developer Student Clubs before, this program is to empower university students with technical skills and also provide them support in terms of building meaningful projects that solve for real world challenges. So under this program, we provide support in form of various campaigns, including Google Cloud campaigns to introduce university students to basic concepts of Google Cloud. We also have campaigns that introduces students to Android app development using Kotlin, multiple platform app development using Flutter, and then there are various campaigns that are targeted for web, machine learning, Firebase, which provides students a holistic introduction to various technologies. And we also have various campaigns like Solutions Challenge, where students can showcase their projects, get visibility through various support opportunities and visibility campaigns we run dedicated to provide visibility to some amazing solutions that come out of this campaign. And there are more such opportunities that members of the GDSC club get. Apart from that, the GDSC leads get numerous opportunities, which means once a student becomes a GDSC lead, they get exposure to enhance their leadership skills. I'm sure many of the leads who are facilitating this session today can vouch for it on how they have
Yeah.
grown in. So, yeah, Sharanya agrees. And they've grown immensely in terms of where they started from when they were onboarded as leads just a couple of months back, and now where they stand today. They get exposure to also time management because they manage so many things in their personal lives, in their academics, yet host so many initiatives for students of their club. And the leads also get an opportunity to be a part of a lot of career development activities that are specially designed by us to empower the leads, provide them an understanding about the industry perspective, which includes the buddy program, the career panels that we host at the end of every campaign. And then there is a lot of fun activities as well, like the networking sessions, the gratitude dinner, and a lot of other fun activities that we organize just for the GDSC leads. So yeah, I hope this gives you a little bit overview about what this program is. But if you want to know more about this program, then you can go to gdsc.community.dev to know more about what GDSC program is and get more information about the same.
Thank you, Nikita, for explaining it so nicely. And so, the next question that everyone comes to after knowing how amazing GDSCs are is when they start applying. So, like, what is the eligibility criteria for being a GDSC lead, and what exactly are GDSCs looking for in leads?
So we have some eligibility criteria before someone chooses to apply for this program. Firstly, they need to be more than 18 years of age so that they are eligible for this program. They need to be a part of an institution, especially where the focus is on technology. So, computer science students can basically apply for this program. And not an eligibility, but good to have someone who's passionate about helping students on their campus with technical skills, facilitate solution building, app building, or facilitate projects for students on their campus. These could be good to have qualities as someone is interested in applying. Someone who's been a part of a technical club before in their campus can understand what does it take to set up a club, or what could be different activities that can be organized. So these are good to have, but not mandatory things for someone to apply for the GDSC program.
All right, yeah, that was really a great explanation. So, the next thing is that a lot of students have been asking us that even if I am setting up a GDSC, like what support can I get from Google after I have become a lead?
Okay. I think I covered a few things at the start in terms of what kind of support we provide. So I can explain the overall journey once a lead gets onboarded, what all happens, and then how we closely work with the leads in terms of supporting their clubs. But before that, I want to clarify that GDSC clubs are independent about the activities they would like to run. They are self-sustainable, which means if they need any support beyond what we provide, they are free. They are free to get support around um, from around as well. But yeah, we try to make sure we provide as much support as we can from our end, which means once a GDSC lead is onboarded, we host an onboarding event to let them know what this club is about, what kind of expectations are there from the lead to be eligible for the recognition we provide at the end of the year. We'd let them know about the different types of tools which the leads can use to set up their club, to bring members to their chapter, to let the club members know about different types of initiatives they organize. We also provide them support on getting to know about an introduction to various technologies. So we give them an overview about different Google developer technologies so that they can plan what their club members would like, and accordingly host campaigns for students on their club. And then once we launch campaigns, there are a bunch of support activities that we do, which includes content support. We provide content which is organized in a way for someone who wants to get started. They get to know about the basic resources, and then they can take it from there. We also provide content that students can take away from the campaign. So, for example, if someone was really interested in Google Cloud after participating in one of the cloud campaigns, then they also have some takeaway resources so that they can complete their journey. And then we also provide some swag support, which is cherry on the cake for many of them, because everybody likes free stuff. So we tried providing a lot of swags, cool swags as well from our side. Like I mentioned, the GDSC leads can also be a part of the career panel that we host at the end of every campaign. Um, and then apart from that, we also do some mentorship program for the GDSC leads to get to know some industry perspective. To if someone wants to become a technical expert, they can meet some of our experts so that they understand their journey and can draw inspiration from there. And then for someone who wants to understand how do they organize successful events, that kind of support is also provided through the buddy program. So yeah, I think I covered a lot, but Sharanya, if you remember anything else that I missed, feel free to add.
No, you almost covered everything. And about the resources, we do have CLP Community Leads platform, which has been very useful to me personally. And I bet a lot of other leads relate with me on that. Like you'll find content on technical as well as non-technical topics there. So yeah, that's really cool. So
Yeah,
the
thanks
next,
for telling that.
yeah. So the next question is, can you elaborate a bit on the application process of becoming a GDSC lead? Like, how does it go?
Sure, sure. So for someone who's interested in applying for the program, the link for you to apply is goo.gle/GDSC-leads. This is the website or the Advoco platform link where someone who's interested in applying can directly go and apply. Now I'm going to tell you more about the process. So before that, remember the deadline is closing soon. 25th of April is the last date for someone who's interested in applying for the program. We've received tremendous applications from all over the country, so make sure you apply before the deadline to at least be a part of this application process. So once you submit the form will have some questions that will help us understand a little bit about you, your interest in becoming a lead, and why do you want to set up a club in your campus. You'll also be expected to submit a video which will help us understand your motivation behind starting a club. After that, we will be inviting some shortlisted applicants to be a part of interview round. So that is the second round for someone who's interested in becoming a lead. The interview round is mostly about candidatures interest. Again, the questions are very subjective, and I don't want to leak the questions here, but what you can prepare yourself for is what what you are, what is your background, your understanding about a few technical concepts, your passion about leading a technical club in your campus, how can you set up a club, how passionate you are, and maybe they give you some situational questions, and they may expect you to answer uh, questions around the same. So if you are applying, or if you have already submitted your application, make sure that you also sign up for the interviews. So you need to sign up for interviews within 2 weeks after you receive a shortlisting email. So make sure you do that. Once you apply for interviews and you successfully appear for interviews, make sure after you schedule your interviews, you also appear for your interviews. Don't miss on that. Set up a calendar invite so that you don't miss on it. And after you do that, if your interview goes well and if the interviewer is happy, then you will be getting to know about your applications confirmation. So you'll receive an email if you're shortlisted as a GDSC lead. But to complete your onboarding, you also need to sign terms and conditions. So you'll receive an email with the NDA that needs to be signed. And once that is done, you're successfully onboarded as a lead. You'll receive an event for welcome or an onboarding event that is specially organized for the GDSC leads, where you get to know more about what the club is and what can you expect from the program throughout the year. So yeah, this is the end-to-end process from applying for the program, the link that I shared, the deadline, and how the overall process is stepwise.
So that was really well explained. Thank you so much for that, Nikita. And yeah, so if anyone here has any confusion regarding the application process, we are also sharing a link in the chat. Just go through that and you'll get to know more about the application process. So now I'd like to call Anivesh to take over from here, since we're going to start with Mr. Arsh Goyal's interview.
Thank you, Sharanya. And thanks to all the leads for organizing this.
Yeah, thank you so much, Nikita, for joining in the last moment.
It's very busy nowadays, but he managed to get time and accepted our invitation. And the way she answered all the queries was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Now I would like to invite Arsh Goyal. Arsh is a well-known identity among all. He was a former GDSC lead at NIT Jalandhar. He is currently software engineer at Samsung, educator and at an academy, and he is doing so much things for the student community. He is currently running his YouTube channel with more than 50K subscribers, where he used to post placement, preparation, and internship related stuffs. So that's a short intro. If I will count all his achievement, this session will be too short. So first of all, thank you so much, Ars, for accepting our invitation. So my first question is, how how was your journey at JDSC Lead, and what were the benefits of being a part of JDSC Lead according to you?
First of all, hi, anyways. Thank you so much for inviting me here to speak in front of all of you who are the future potential leads or who will be running these communities within their colleges. Super happy to be here. Super excited to talk to all of you and answer all your queries and doubts that you might have. Anivesh has already introduced me, currently working as a senior software engineer at Samsung, and have been a part of GDSC as a GDSC lead in the session 2019 to 2020. Have I have known in and out of what a GDSC is and how to take it forward. So we'll talk about all these things. I'll talk about my experience. When I talk about my experience, so when I started up with this GDSC, I was very new. I was not knowing about anything. There was no culture of coding as such in my college. But as soon as I got to know that there is something known as a GDSC lead, so I just gave it a try. I remember I filled it on the very last day, but don't do that mistake, fill it early. I filled it like the applications were closing on 10th January, I remember, at 12 p.m. But now I filled my application in the very last hour, that is at around 10 p.m. On 10th January. So I was not hoping anything, just like I filled it, although I was passionate about doing something new, exploring something. So I just filled it up, and I got an interview invite. Although the application seemed went well, I got an interview invite. I gave an interview. Still, I was not very hopeful that actually this is the entire process. But I got a selection mail. I received the selection mail in February, and like after that I was clear with the things, like what exactly to do. I had some background in development already, so that was easy for me to take the things forward. I was there was a coding club in my college. I was a part of that. I founded that club, and getting a support from DSC helped us a lot to take things forward. Started up with club in Feb, then moved on to we were provided with a lot of resources, different resources in the form of there were trainer sessions by people who were working at Google. So those sessions included some trainings upon Google Cloud, upon some there were different programs that we generally organize, or you might be organizing in future. So some of them, if I would name, our there was something related to GDSC Cloud, or there was a kind of a boot camp that we ran. There were Flutter sessions. There were sessions based upon Explore ML. So all these different kinds of sessions, exploring different technologies, getting them onto your campus, teaching them. When I was the DSC lead, everything was in an offline setup, and we had these sessions in our college auditorium, in our college classroom. So that feeling was great, right? And I believe that most of the colleges have opened up, and you will be getting the same chance, same opportunity to be a lead on your campus. Have that feeling. Tell your juniors that you can also be a potential candidate. You can improve upon your development skills, and basically the awareness that these GDSCs create on their campus is going to take your campus forward, as well as your college students forward. They'll get to understand about how development can help them get different opportunities with respect to careers. Even if I talk about me as an individual, so I have got a lot of opportunities through networking. So how can you build a strong network? So all these skills is what you learn, what you understand in these events. When you go to these events, you talk to a lot of people. Being a GDSC lead, you get a chance to interact with the GDGs that are there in and around your college. You get into different events. There's a event that is conducted annually by all the GDGs, that is DevFest. So those kind of events also, you get a chance to interact, you get a chance to volunteer, and you get a chance to be a part of those. You get to meet a lot of people there. Nikita ma'am was speaking before me, so I have met her in one of the DevFests that was organized by Jalandhar chapter. So a lot of stuff that you see, that you explore throughout your journey. Apart from that, if I talk about some of the perks, some of the benefits that if you get out of this, is first, I would say, is your tech skills are going to improve. When I talk about tech skills, so if you are teaching someone something, definitely that thing will be there in your mind forever, right? If you have taken a session on any particular technology, it can be anything, whatsoever interests you. It's not specific that you should be very good at Android, you should be very good at so and so skills, but anything that you feel like you are good at, so that is going to be great, right? After that, what we are going to what other benefits you will see is, you will be having very good presentation skills. So even if you know something, and how to keep that thing in front of someone in the plate, is what these seminars or being a GDSC lead will teach you. So I would definitely recommend, that is ultimately going to help you in your interviews, because even if you know the question, if you're not able to explain that thing to the interviewer, so there's no use of it, right? So it definitely helps you improve your presentation skills. Apart from that, like, you get to meet a lot of people. There is very good networking opportunities, be it uh, different kinds of roles you get to explore. There's a very good role in most of the companies nowadays, that is of devrel engineer. So when I talk about devrel engineer, he's somebody who handles developer relations. Well, different companies have different names for it. Some call it developer advocate, some call it as developer relations, or there can be some other name. But this person is basically responsible for handling communities for that particular company. So that is also kind of a potential opportunity if you have this kind of experience. So there are very good chances that you can get into those companies. Even very like, if I talk about some foreign startups or some companies who are into this space, they're offering very good compensations, as well as you have a good career in this field as well if you wish to explore. Apart from that, being a GDSC lead also helps you become a leader. That leadership quality is what I would say that automatically comes in front of you. Like, there was no option. Like, how I started up, like, I came up with the idea, I started presenting in front of a lot of people in seminars, and I came up with the idea of my own YouTube channel. Now I am like speaking to, let's say, I have 60,000 people on my YouTube channel. So that confidence, from where that confidence came, that I can also be somebody who can be guiding others, who can be a part of this community, who can contribute to the community. So that thing actually comes on when you are in the process, when you understand things from the very scratch. So yeah, I hope like I have covered a lot of things. So yeah, over to you, Animesh. Like, if we have any more questions, we can answer those questions. But like, this was particularly about the experience and what all things I have learned out of this program, particularly in terms of getting technical skills, in terms of getting presentation skills, in terms of getting to network with people. So that is basically what this program has actually taught me, and that has finally led to where I am. I'm currently I have a very good community over LinkedIn. I have around 80,000 people there. I have a good community over YouTube with around 60,000 people. So that confidence that you can also lead a team, that you can also like talk to these many people together, you can be a community leader, that comes through these kind of initiatives, these kinds of events. So definitely this is going to be a great chance for you to explore on how can you take your campus forward. And definitely I would even recommend a lot of if any faculty or any computer science department administration is watching, I would recommend them to have these kind of chapters in your college. They're definitely going to help you. Also, I have made a video on this entire thing again, like we what all things we did and how can you apply for it. So definitely you can go and check that out as well. Yeah, last thing that I would mention is there's one summit that is being conducted by Google developers every year for the DSC Leads. I'm not sure whether this is going to be conducted in an offline setup or in an online setup, but during our time we had that summit. It was a 3 days experience in Goa, and we had people from all the like there were developer relations people from all the countries, and we DSC leads from all the chapters together. Around 172 chapters were there at that time. So all were there. A very good networking event of 3 days. We enjoyed a lot. So a lot of things you get to understand through these kind of programs.
Yeah, that's really great. And you are among the first batch of GDSC Lead community. So my question is how it benefited you to accelerate your skills and how it helped in your career and professional growth.
Yeah, so if I talk about career growth and how can these community initiatives help you, right? So first of all, let's say if I am organizing a particular event, or if I am organizing something for my college students, let's say I am organizing, like how I started up with these things, right? uh, I was not aware about a platform that we generally use now, and it's very common, that is LinkedIn, right? During that time, very few people were using LinkedIn. So what used to happen was, if I conduct a particular event on my campus, I just clicked, like there were some pictures, I was very curious to post them on LinkedIn and see what happens. So what actually happens doing that was, like during that time, very few people, like college students, were rarely using LinkedIn. LinkedIn was just a thing that people thought that students thought that it's a platform to get referrals, but nobody actually understood what LinkedIn's actual purpose was. Now after pandemic, everybody has been so grateful that they are using LinkedIn now. But during that time, I used to post some pictures, organizing events here and there, and I was connected to a lot of people even before this pandemic, like on LinkedIn. So we used to talk a lot about different roles that are available. I got to understand about different roles that a fresher can get into, be it software developer. That's just one thing. There can be different other roles. I was connected to product managers who were working at Google, who were working at different other companies like Microsoft. I even received some full-time offers of DevRel engineers, like that is developer relations engineer, in some of the very great startups, and they were paying compensation that was equivalent to what a good, like what a software engineer gets within India. So not only opportunities, you talk to a lot of people, you understand what is happening in their team. What, like, let's say there's a role known as product manager. So what exactly a product manager does. So those things, those kind of networks that you build, and the experience that you have in your resume of being a DSC lead. Like I was not aware of like how to deploy my code here and there on cloud or so having the knowledge of cloud technologies like Google Cloud, I understood different things. Like I was introduced to machine learning through their Explore ML program. I did it for the very first time. I understood different modules from Explore ML. I took sessions on Explore ML. I built, like after that session was over, I explored it on my own. I built some great projects, and I landed up an internship in machine learning at ISRO. So you can, like, benefits are unlimited. It's you who have to take the advantage. If you are a GDSC lead, there are a lot of things that you can do, but make sure that even if you are a DSC lead, be passionate. Like you should have that hunger to learn. You should have that hunger to involve a lot of people. You should have that hunger to give the best output that you can feel like have out of an event. If you're organizing something, you should put your full potential, that it should have maximum participation. It should be actually a live event. People should enjoy rather than being like just sitting and listening. You should have some, like, try to include some creative things in your events, like be it quizzes, be it some fun activities or so all these things will actually help you get into a position that you can you can actually call it as your as a part of how you got to a particular opportunity. I had around 3 to 5 offers of different companies as a software engineer. So how well I was able to present me in front of the interviewer, even if, let's say, even if I was not able to solve that particular question, but the approach, the way of presentation is actually going to matter in each and every interview. So make sure that you like that is something that you keep in mind while filling up while giving your interviews. Or this experience also might help you get into some of the roles, be it product management, be it developer relations, be it developer advocates. Yeah.
You have really a genius journey. So can you share any tips with the GDSC current and aspiring GDSC lead?
So is these tips related to the application process, or is these tips related to
No,
someone who is...
it's after application. What after being GDSC lead?
So let's say you are selected for this prestigious position, because all over India, if you talk about the number of engineering colleges, there are a lot. But I'm not sure how many GDSCs they are selecting now. But during my time, it was a very specific number, 172. I think next year they increased it to 270. But the number is very short. So you have that privilege, like you are the leader on your campus, right? So now you have that privilege. So if I talk about tips, so first of all, like make sure that you have somebody from the college that who, or like somebody whom you feel that in the administration can help you getting the processes very clear. You can get any room if you want to organize an event, if you have any specific issues. So find out that one person, make him or her your faculty advisor, and get those permissions in the first go. Like don't have somebody who don't make this process tedious. This process should be very smooth, right? There should be someone whom you can go to, whom you can ask for permissions of. Like we used to get these permissions of any particular room if I want to get it opened on Saturdays or Sundays. So that's like, this is how you can make your journey of a GDSC lead smooth. That is what I'm telling. That's one thing. Secondly, try making a team. When I say team, how can you make that particular team? So it should not be very specific to one domain. You should have people from all domains. When I say people from all domains, so you should have a particular team that is interested in AI/ML. You should have a team that is interested in web development. You should have a team that is interested in blockchain. You should have somebody who is interested in UI/UX design. So all these teams should be led by somebody within your college, right? So try involving people from all years, people from first year, second year, third year. It's not about that only seniors will be handling some positions. Make sure that you have good representation of people from second year also, because once you are gone, so they are only going to take the lead, right? So all years should be involved. You should have different domains. Try like you should provide them that value. You should, like, being a GDSC lead, you should give them that value care. If they are coming to your events, if they are organizing something, so they should get something out of it. So getting something out of it is, let's say you plan out a very good project, right? There is a program known as DSC Solution Challenge that is conducted every year. So in that DSC Solution Challenge, you need to build one project, and you need to not one project, but your DSC can submit some projects in that particular competition. So try preparing for those projects, and those projects can even be listed in your resume. So collaborating different teams, let's say you have somebody from UI/UX design, you have somebody from ML, you have somebody from web. So how can you make a web portal in which you have deployed ML and somebody is preparing its UI/UX? So that project that you will build in collaboration, first of all, it would be a great project to see. Secondly, you can present it in GDSC Solution Challenge. Third thing, you can present it in your resume. You can tell that you have done this particular part of that project. And if that project is something out of the world, you can definitely get an edge over others in that project. So people will find value, right? So why would somebody be a part of your team? Because it's a non-profit initiative. It's something that would not get you money, right? So that motivation, how that motivation will come, how people would be passionate, because if they'll feel that they'll get something out of it, then definitely they will come for events, they'll organize events. So you, like, your responsibility as a GDSC lead would be to keep everyone motivated there, right? So it's your responsibility how you would be keeping them motivated, how you will be handling this long team. Like, let's say you have a team of 5 people or 10 people or 15 people, depending upon your campus. If you have a very big campus, you can have a big team. If you have a small campus, you can have a small team. Also, it depends upon you that how like what kind of team you like. So it can be a smaller team, it can be a bigger team, like how you would like to work. Also, like, try to keep minimum meetings, not very, like, it should not be that every week you are keeping a meeting. Make sure that nobody's time is wasted here and there, right? So these are the things that you should keep in mind. Thirdly, make sure that you are making good networks out of this whole initiative. When I say about network, so you talk to program managers at Google, right? You talk to Nikita, you talk to Nikhil was our program manager at our time. So you get to understand what are their expectations and how can you be the best. Like, if I talk about from my particular GDSC campus, all over India, our team was selected for solution challenge that was conducted like by the GDSs all over India. So there was just one team that was selected throughout India, that was from GDSE NIT Jalandhar. If we talk about other perks, so like you get a lot of swags, you get a lot of different kind of support in terms of Google Cloud credits, and a lot of these kind of supports are available from Google side. So this is something that you can also consider while like motivating your team, motivating students on your campus to attend those events, and make sure to maintain the quality. Don't just go for organizing more and more events. Events should be quality events. If somebody is coming to your events, he should get value out of it, rather than just coming here and not coming the next time. So this is also a thing that you should consider before like once you are a GDSC lead, right? So yeah, these are some of the things, some of the tips that I would say that can help the potential GDSC leads to lead best teams on their campus.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, us, for accepting our invite and be here.
Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
it will really add values to our current and upcoming GDSC lead. And now I will request Anurag to please continue with the session.
Thank you so much, Anivesh, and thank you so much, the team, for inviting me here. And all the best to everyone who is applying for the sessions this year.
Thanks, Vail.
Yeah, I would also like to thank you, Aspriya, so for coming and for accepting invite. It
Thank you
was
so much.
really like a very motivating and like informing session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye, Vail.
Okay, so coming to next. Okay, so here we have Aniket, and a few other leads also. Sharanya is also there. So we'll be now asking, some questions like from us. Yeah, so we have Abipsa also. We have Tejas. Hello, Tejas. Hello, Abipsa. Hello, Ankit.
Hi, hello everyone.
Hey everyone.
I hope you all are very enjoying the session. So let's start with asking you all one very interesting problem. So like, let's talk about life of a GDSC lead, with like what experience you have and what were the day-to-day routines, and whatever you wanna share, something interesting. So you can go ahead. Like,
Yeah,
whosoever wants
definitely,
to take.
Anurag. Can I take up this?
Yeah, sure.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. All right. All right. So, hello everyone, and it's been incredible being a part of today's session. So, coming back to this question about life of a GDSC lead, so I would keep it really short. So, when it comes to community spaces like GDSC, it's been quite a journey so far. So, like starting as a neophyte, unaware of thriving in a team, to finally leading the GDSC at our campus, it's been incredible. And the best thing about GDSC, as Arsh already mentioned, that you get to learn to work in a team. You get to delegate responsibilities and then get a chance to network with so many like-minded individuals to get inspired from, and then get a chance to boost yourself up. It's like getting a platform to showcase your expertise and getting a chance to outshine, not only in your preferred domain of interest, but to scale high in other domains as well. We all get a chance to inculcate, leadership skills. It helps us to improve our decision making abilities and broaden up our perspective in almost every aspect. And it's like you can always reach out to the community if you get stuck, and that's where communities such as GDSC plays a key role. It helps one to grow by helping others to grow, as well as it has a motto kind of like of something giving back to the community, and at the same time empowering yourself. And as far as my personal experience as a GDSC lead, I would say that it's been a remarkable journey so far. We had an established GDSC already, and this is the second year of GDSC at our campus. And we have completed close to 31 events so far, with close to 1,300 members at our chapter page. And best experience so far is that of the Android study champs, where we got a chance to leave an impact on the community, and our app dev team built an app that is soon going to come into action. And it's because of this campaign that we got to know the potential of students at our campus who would have been left deprived otherwise of the opportunities to showcase themselves and contribute towards bringing in effective solutions. And apart from that, our team also made successful contributions to the Dev Library during the Flutter festivals. And we got a chance to conduct many offline events in collaborations with other existing tech communities, and are planning to conduct more such events in the coming times. So yeah, it's been incredible being a part of such a community that helps so much so to usher in the tech realm. And I would definitely suggest everyone eligible for the same to apply and be a part of this amazing community space. So thank you.
Yeah, like quite great Abhisha experience and whatever you have like explained and shared with us. So thanks for that. I would like to ask Aniket, Tejas, or Apurv like the same question if they want to share their experience, and what were your life like being a GDSC lead?
Cool. Can I take it? Can I take this up? Cool. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Thank you all for joining. So when we all started as GDSC Lead, like probably 10 months back, we started like in our community. We started with the motto to reach 10,000 students or empower 10,000 students till 2023. So we started with a specific number so that we can track: are we going in correct direction? Are we reaching communities? And are we going with the motto which we started with, GDC started as a whole. So I feel very proud to be like we are 40% towards, so we have reached 4,000 students in the last 10 months journey, have organized various events, have got impact from the entire GDC community. Nikita and other members have helped us throughout the journey. So can definitely say it, like as Abhishek said, it has been a remarkable journey when we started. You will definitely get to learn a lot. Like from the start we were only two members, like in last 10 months we have grown to 30 plus members. So you will get to learn how to recruit someone. Like you may have seen a number of memes on LinkedIn and Twitter where we like just jokes about HR, they don't reply us back, but you will get to learn it's a very critically a hard job. You definitely miss out on some amazing talents, but you definitely will hire some good people in your team, so you will get to learn that. Secondly, as our said, be when you are hiring like team, hire in various departments. So we had web developers who will help you in website development, have some program managers who will help you to line a particular event when you are organizing a personal event of your GDSC. Hire graphic designers. Like we have a number of social media posts. You see JDSC Wow channel, we have a number of amazing posters shared with you, so you will definitely need someone in that. And last, like as R said, it is a non-profit organization, so why should people work for you? Why should your team members work for you? So I would like to quote like example of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Like if you see one of the most efficient, like, prominent leader you will see in India. So there were Marwas who were ready to give their life for him. So why? Because I believe the most important trait of a leader is that he or she inspire his community members or his teammates. So you should first do that. Inspire them, and how you can inspire? First, do the best work. Like give 100% of the event, and then expect like from your community members, then and then they will join you, and then we can make the mission of empowering which we started with. So yeah, definitely join us. We all are here. For any question, definitely put it in the chat. Like lastly, we have Q&A, so we can definitely help you out. So you can definitely grow as a leader, as a person, and as a developer. So in all three domains you will grow. Over to you, Anikit, Anurag.
Yeah, I guess I totally agree with what they just said, and some of the points were like totally what I can relate with those. So yeah, like uh, very nice. So yeah, like if anyone else also want to answer that, because it is one of the favorite question, or you can say the thing to share. So some of you might be interesting in sharing. So just go ahead, Apurva or like Sharanya, Ankit.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Anurag. So I'd like to take that up forward, and I guess a lot of things Avipsa and Tejas have already shared. So I'll tell you my experience as a part when this GDSC was the very first GDSC that I set up at my college. So that's a completely different experience, right? Because in the first year, when I used to attend, events from my seniors, where they used to teach me about open source and different technologies, it used to feel like that. Okay, when you go on to the next year, right, you should pass on these things to your juniors. And as a GDSC, you definitely get that kind of opportunity. Though COVID didn't give us that opportunity to do that in offline mode for sure, but even in the online mode, I really like the way we have got this program set up by Google developers, managers, and I really appreciate that fact because that really helped me set up my very first club. Uh, you don't have idea about different kind of events. As soon as you get into a GDSC club, you realize that you have some flagship events. You have Solution Challenge, you have Android Study Jam Challenge, and different kind of Google Cloud Challenge as well. And once you form a team, the next big step is how you're going to actually make your team reach out to students. How you can make students realize the importance of this particular program. Obviously, Google beams a kind of sensation within your college for sure, but still people have to realize the importance of the programs that we have been organizing at the GDSC. And that's where the amazing marketing team that comes into play, who gives us with the whole content for what we have to share with the team and all. This one really short kind of experience that I really feel proud of is that during the Android Study Jams Challenge. So that's a study jam challenge that is organized by GDSC. It's a one-month program where people learn Kotlin and they build projects over that. We organized a challenge for a team, and there were four teams competing in a college for the app making challenge. And there came winner as a team that made an app. Basically, we have a medical college at a university, right? So it is JNMC, and it is ranked as seventh. Seventh best medical college in India. But the only problem there is that you have a lot of paperwork. You don't have things digitalized. So there was a problem that they were facing is whatever waste material that you have always in your different wards, you need to keep track of that, because it's important that whatever is coming in the hospital should also be tracked off, that what is going out as a waste. So these things were tracked manually, and it obviously feels that it is so much of work to do. So these people at my college, they were just second and first year students who built an app to tackle this problem. And they actually reach out to these people from the medical college that please bring that up to scale so that we can use that app over here. So that feels surreal, right? Because you never know that how whatever work you are doing is going to impact people. So yeah, I guess that's it from my side, and I really would like to push you all that if you really feel that you have that thing to make the change, and you should definitely go forward for this GDSC lead thing, and all the best for that. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Apu, for sharing amazing experience. And yeah, like apart from like what Tejas, Abhipsa, and Apu mentioned, so I would like one thing I'm grateful for, like being a GTS lead, that I have the connections with the like the folks in the various domains. Like in every domain, like if you want to help me in any particular domain, I have that folk. Okay, so I'll just put in the group or anywhere, and I'll get the solution for that particular problem. So it is one of the best thing what I can feel is the being it is. So yeah, like it is a very cool thing. Okay, so coming to next question, like which what generally like the applicants have in their mind, that what type of events or activities does a GDSC lead conduct like after becoming a GDSC lead? So Sharanya, would you like to answer this?
Yeah, sure. So talking about events, although we do have to conduct some specific events like 30 days of Google Cloud last year, it was something that all the GDSCs conducted because it's a Google specific program. And just like that there is ASJ, that is Android study jams, and right now we also have ML study jams and web development programs coming up right now, Firebase related. So these are some events that all of the people in every GDC have to conduct. And basically, what you do is you introduce the people in your chapter, the students in your campus, to these topics. Like talking about my campus, this was the first time a lot of students heard about Google Cloud, and also Android study jams as well. A lot of people got to learn about Android like the practical way. Like usually we all read it and studied about it. All the theoretical parts were covered, but nobody ever really built a working app full fledged. But this year there were like 10, 11 submissions from different teams, so that was really amazing. And apart from these kind of events, what I personally feel is you should focus on your community. Like you can take feedback from your campus members, that what kind of events do you want, and based on what I heard from my juniors and from my peers, they wanted a session on DSA. So right now we are conducting a DSA boot camp just because people at my campus needed more on DSA. So yeah, you can always go with the flow. You don't have to do something that someone else is doing, but focus more on what your community needs. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. So thanks, Sharanya, for answering this question and letting others know like what are the activities, various activities one lead need to conduct. So like next question is like okay, they are ready for the application and they want to even apply. So like any tips for the application, like in whether it is a application process or interview process. So any tips, like anyone, Aniket, if you would like to.
Yeah, okay. So let me take this. So I will suggest that the first and the most important thing is be real. Okay. Because they're interviewing you and they can very well understand you. If you would try to fake it, they will understand it. So just be real. and try to give your best. They will ask for some kind of technical questions. They might ask like, what is your experience in different technical stacks? If you are saying any specific field, then they might ask basic questions related to those topic also. Other than that, they will just ask about your prior experiences in community or any such activities in which you have shown your leadership skill. So you can share everything that you have done in past, be it small, like you have made a team project and you have led it. So you can share about that, and you can share like whatever you think that can add value to your interview. It is not that there is a roadmap that you need to share these things. If you think that this point adds value to your interview process, just add it. Okay. And I would suggest that, like if you have shared some technical stack, that I am into this tech stack, I like coding in this language. So if you have made any projects, then do share with the interviewer, because it would add value to your interview. So these were some basic but important questions according to me. If anyone would like to add anything more.
Yeah, I would like to add more to this is that a lot of students feel scared. I will tell my case. I was really, really scared when I was applying because we never had a GDSC at my campus, and I thought, no, damn, I don't know enough, so maybe they won't even select me. It's a Google related thing, so why would they even choose me? But surprisingly, I got shortlisted, and then surprisingly, in the interview was very friendly. Like I was not expecting it to be this friendly. And one very interesting question that I was asked was, if you become a GDSC lead, what are your plans? Like what are the three key things that you are going to focus on? So my answer to that, the first thing was that I will be focused on grooming my juniors so that this GDSC lead thing can continue overall. So yeah, don't worry about having or not having technical experience. They do see a lot of leadership skills as well in you. Maybe you're not as good as another person who gave the interview, but you, maybe you have a broader vision. Maybe you like, you know how to, care for everyone in your community and cater to their needs. So yeah, do not be scared of the interview rounds. Go there and be confident, and always think of the, the bigger picture when you're answering their questions, and that is one thing they really, really like. So yeah.
Yeah, I would like to one more point. Like basically, when you will be at the end of your interview, they might ask that, would you like to ask any question or anything related to GDSC applications? Then I suggest that do take that opportunity and ask anything which you think that that can add value. For example, let me share mine one. So I asked that what are the points I can like make benefit, like I can add on to my application or my interview, like what improvements I can do, so that if not this time but next time, that I can get selected. So take that opportunity and ask the question which you think that is appropriate in that situation.
Yeah, I would totally agree with the what Aniket's points.
Okay,
Abhib sir,
another
would you
thing I would like to
yeah,
add
sure,
up
go ahead.
to what Sharanya, Aniket, and Abul said. So, like while preparing your applications, be specific to what you are presenting in your application. Like, say for example, if you are writing an experience about mentoring students, so try to add stats as to how many students you've mentored, how many attendees you've dealt with, or if you're mentioning any project or anything that showcases your technical expertise, then try mentioning on what impact it has left on the community. So that will definitely give an edge over to the application submitted.
Yeah, exactly. Like mentioning some facts and figures, give you an edge, because if you are mentioning that I have mentored many students, so many doesn't define the number. Instead, even if you have mentored 20 students, just mention that it would be more impactful than keeping a many. Okay, so like if you have, some facts and numbers, so please do mention that. It will really give an edge. Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, so one more question, like next question I would like to ask, like it is a very general question. Anyone would like to answer that? Are there chances for first year students to get selected?
Well, I would like to raise that up.
Yeah,
So,
sure, Apu, go ahead.
thanks. So, as Sharanya and Aniket and even Avipsa already mentioned, that you actually don't need to be very, very good at some technical thing. What you need is the leadership skills and obviously some amount of technical knowledge. As a first year student, it feels like you are still exploring stuff. You may not be very confident in one thing. You may be knowing about a little bit of everything, and basically I would say that it's the best thing that you have, because in first year, when you have a lot of time, you can give into explore different things, and kind of grow yourself as a personality. And then if you have these leadership skills, I would say that you are being true with your application, and you showcase that skill for sure, then there are chances that you can get selected. There have been a lot of cases where, not many, but yeah, where first year students have been selected, and even you can be the one who can be selected. It's just that you stand by the core values that GDSC focus on. Anyone who would like to add up to that?
Yeah, I guess then we can move on to the next question. That is like, uh, was it difficult starting a GDSC at your campus? So, is there anyone who, like, a lot of you might be having GDSCs, pre-existing GDSCs, but would anyone like to share their experience if they started it from scratch?
Sure. I'm sorry, but here I go again with the same story. But for me, it was mostly like once I got selected, it was. But basically, I have some college, some clubs at my college. So we have robotics club, we have coding club. But the main thing was there was no such club that was dedicated towards development. So I knew that basically GDSC will bring these things to play it for everyone. But then comes the thing that how you're actually going to start it. Initially it is not like you have a team with you. So first thing that you do is you have to go to the sorry, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Okay, thank you. So once I was, available on all the social media, the GDSC the city was available everywhere. Then I went into contact with my faculty advisor. We then had recruitments for our team. So one thing that I really liked about, my what my faculty advisor always have taught me is that when you are, building a curriculum from scratch, have the people you trust a lot on, because or you have worked with and have experience with, because it is really important that you push it forward during the very start, so that other people can come and take it over. So what I did was I included people who were with me there in third year, but also people from second year who I knew were really good in something, or I have worked with at least. So once I had a team, we started spreading the word and bringing people in as to what GDSC is. So once you do all these things, you get into the very first program that GDSC offers, that 30 days of Google Cloud, and that was the turning point, because a lot of people who were from first year, they were quite excited about the thing. And that's where I think that it solved a lot of problems, because initially we weren't sure that how many people would like to take that up, but when you spread the word with the right set of team, you actually overcome a lot of things. So yeah, that was the thing that I really think that covered all of the difficulties. And obviously once you form the team, make sure that you do recruitments, so involve the new batches as well, because they are the ones who are going to take that forward, and that's what I'm doing right
That was amazing, Apur. So, also, I would like to add, I guess someone's mic is unmuted. Yeah. So I would like to add more to this was that I personally faced a huge problem when I was starting GDSC at my campus. It was the first time. Our faculty advisor was changed midway, because of which core team recruitments were delayed by months. So in between that, when I could not do it officially, I started taking info sessions. I took an info session, and after that, like the core members of my team, the main management members, I would say that I did not find them, they found me, and because of them our GDSC became so good. So a big shout out to them all. They made it a really easy thing to do. You can also do this, that you don't have to hire is the wrong word actually. You don't have to recruit everyone in one go. You can also go stepwise. Like the first program was Google Cloud program, so I started out with finding a lead for cloud. And around the time when Android program was coming up, I found the Android lead for us. And in between I found a lot of members for management, for marketing and media. And I found, because I did it in a stepwise manner, I found the most amazing members for my team. And they once you have found a few members, you can actually delegate a lot of tasks, and you can, ask them to find better people for several different tasks. So yeah, that is how starting a GDSC from scratch became much easier for me.
Cool. So adding to what Apurva and Sharanya said, so one special tip, we had a GDSC last year also, but there are only 5 members. So probably we mostly started from scratch and then developed a team. So when you are starting or building any or introducing a new event, focus more on the quality rather than quantity. Like you might see there might be a technical club in your college which has been from last 5 6 years, and they might be attracting some 1,000 students. So don't feel that your current event or club is attracting only 50 students. So don't worry about that. Focus on quality. If you are even able to impact 1% student who are coming to it, I think so the motto will be solved. So I would like to share one our first event. So it was named as Bappa Ka Prasad. So we all became GDSC lead in probably in July, and in September, there was Ganesh Chaturthi. So we decided, like we suggested with the motto that in Ganesh Chaturthi we always distribute sweets among all our relatives, our friends. So why not to distribute the prasad of education among others? So we organized a coding contest, and in that we received some amazing feedback like भैया बढ़िया मजा आ गया, question unique थे. So that if you get even one message from that, I think so you will get that motivation to go ahead and organize further events. So focus on quality. You will start developing. You will definitely face difficulties when you are just getting started. You will have small team, but soon in months you will progress and can definitely start improving on that. Yeah.
I totally agree, Tejas. Like when we get positive feedback from
Yeah.
our events and yeah, like a community, then it is really incredible moment for
Yeah.
us and incredible feeling. I can relate with that. Okay, so thanks for sharing this. So next question I would like to take some of like the internship guys ask that how to manage communities and internship and the academics at the same time. So I would ask if Shubh would like to answer or Aniket.
Okay, so hi everybody. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so it's like a tricky question that Anurag asked, like how to manage internship along with the community. So in my case, I am in the fourth year student. So at the same time, I have my college with my placements with also a community, a big community to manage, where you have around so many students in your club. Along with that, you have a community outside of the college as well that you need to manage. So in this initial stage, it is I would say that it's difficult to manage, but at the end, when I started doing it, I start managing and I start preparing my timetable, like how can I do that things. So then I came across like we should divide the time accordingly. Like if you're having your college time, you should do something like side by side that things, so it will be easy for you to manage both those things simultaneously. That's it. If Aniket wants to continue, because he's smiling, so I guess he also has something to say for it.
Yeah, definitely. Managing college, communities, and then internship is really like hectic. I do agree with this. But actually, this will increase our management skill only. So, first of all, don't worry about this because I have got these types of questions a lot. So, don't worry, you will be gaining more skills only with these kind of management things. So, you need to manage both the things, you need to schedule the things that Shubh said. And like you have college in the morning, basically, then in the evening, maybe you can discuss the community things. And the internship thing maybe like it depends, some have the fixed time schedule and some have remote working, so they can work anytime. So you need to schedule the things according to your ease, and the things will get managed. At start it looks like really hectic, but you will be gaining so much. For example, you are working on some tech stack, so you are gaining more skills in that. Okay, so you can use that professional skill which you are gaining in the company, you can use that to conduct any kind of event and train other students also, so that they might also gain some knowledge and apply for these things, right? So this will definitely gonna help you and increase your skills on. So that started look difficult, but it's easy as you go ahead.
And just enjoy your this tenure, because it's like a one-time opportunity
Yeah,
that each and every student that gets in his life. So just enjoy, and if you're managing these things in your college career, it will be easy for you when you go in your professional career, because at the same time you will have your personal life as well as a professional life, where you will making a good projects with the IT industry. So it will be easy for you to manage these things. So enjoy these moments, although it's tough in the starting, but till then you will enjoy this moment.
definitely.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
one more point to add, like many people think that what community will add value to them because it is non-profit and we are not getting anything specific, right? So we are working right now, okay, and I can just assure you that whatever you are doing in community right now, this gonna help you a lot in your professional life, because you are teaching someone in any kind of event, you are managing different stuff, and these are skills gonna have gonna help you a lot in your professional life, because there also you need to do some presentations, there also you need to talk to clients in some cases, and you need to develop with the team. So these community work will be helping you to gain so many skills, and they are definitely going to help you professionally. So don't worry that what this will be adding to you, this will be adding so much value to you that you will definitely going to remember this community ahead.
And being as a GDSC lead, you will also get some powers, like it's a superpower that you can use in your placements, because adding this thing that you are the GDSC lead of at your campus, it will be a big bonus point, because all the students that are sitting in the placements of right according to you will have not the GDSC lead position at the same time. You will have some extra points that you can use in your placements, and definitely in my placements it definitely helped me out. Same with goes with Aniket as well, because he also been doing internships. It will easy. It helps to get like you are managing an internship along with her. You have a capabilities to do this simultaneously. So companies will easily focus on you as well.
Yeah. So, like, thanks for sharing, Shubh and Aniket. Like, it was really helpful. It will be really helpful for the applicants, and especially for those who will be selected and for the next tenure. So, like, we are pretty much done with the questions part. Some common questions are most of them covered, and if few are left, we'll cover in the Q&A section. So let's take now some of the interesting myth busters. Okay, like some common myths are related to GDSC. So first myth I would like to ask, is that non-BTech students can't become GDSC lead. So, like, is it true or false? Like,
No, definitely not. I mean, I am a living example of that. I am neither a BTech student nor a BSc student. I come from a very less known and unconventional course called Bachelor of Vocation. We do study technical topics, but that was like, I was not even asked a question like this, that you're not from BTech or BSc, would that be a problem? And I personally know another GDSC lead who is from a program called Bachelor of Arts with computer applications. So, yeah, the course you're studying in is no barrier. Maybe it used to be a long time ago, but nowadays GDSCs are super inclusive of all sorts of people, as long as you're interested and you have the basic skill set, and it's relevant to you. Like, it doesn't mean that if you are a student of some course that has nothing to do with technology or computers, even then you can apply. I mean, of course you can apply, but then it won't really be relevant to your career. But as long as it is relevant to your career, so no matter what course you're from, they will definitely give you an equal chance as much as they do to others. So do not be afraid. No matter what course you're from, just go ahead and apply.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yeah, the myth number two is you need to be a technical expert to become a GDSC lead.
Okay, so like I would like to answer this. So like first of all, no, like you need not to be a technical expert, and like obviously it is not expected to be a the expert, because like in my case also, like when I applied, literally I was not that much technically good. Like I would only know some of the some of the basic web development things, and apart from that I was just having a quick overview, like a upper overview of other things. But yeah, like I was good at some community things because I was already involved in that. So first of all, no, you don't need to be a technical expert on that. Okay. It works like if even if you are, some of the basic things, then you can try and you can apply. Okay. Like, because the what GDSC is like is a technical community. Okay, so even if your tech is not that much good, then even if your community part is good, then also there is a chance for you. Okay, so there is always a balance, and if one is up or low, so it doesn't matter, even though you had a chance. Okay, so else if you anyone would like to add on this.
Yeah, would anyone else like to share their experiences? Oh yeah, so we have the third myth. So
Okay, great.
yeah, Anurag. Yeah.
Yeah, so like third myth is like you must have experience in community management and leadership to become a GDSC lead. So
I guess
would anyone?
it's not been requirement like you need to be having an experience for being a like to manage a community. So it if you have that experience, it will be helpful for you when you're having your lead career and your as a GDS lead in your college. But to be honest, it's not required. That's it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
Right?
have
Like to
to
have,
have. Mhm. Yeah, go
yeah, to
ahead.
have experience and to have skill is totally different thing. So it
hmm.
is not required that you should have the experience. If you have the skill, that's enough.
Yeah, because no one is having experience in starting. Like at least you should spend
Right.
some time without experience to gain the experience.
Yeah, and
Correct.
if you are in first year and you are applying,
Hmm.
that just the fact that you're applying would be very much appreciated, that you are taking an initiative. So you don't need to worry about that. As long as you have the skills, they'll definitely select you.
Yeah, exactly. And even we have some examples who are not much involved in community things, but they were good in technical, so they were also selected. So just even if you are a bit good in even a single thing, your chances are high. So just to apply and let's try your luck also.
I would just say that if you have the will, you will get selected. That's it.
Yeah, one answer for every questions.
I guess we can move on to the next slide. So, do GDSC leads get paid? Would anyone like to answer that?
Quite interesting myth. Anyone would like to answer? Else, I think.
I would say not get paid, but you get much more things than getting paid.
Yeah, you're not getting paid in terms of money or finances, but yeah,
Yeah.
there are always goodies for you if you actually want some kind of, physical payment. And apart from that, something even bigger is that the kind of community we get to interact with, the kind of events, like we recently we had city level different meetups in Delhi, and I think in Chennai and other places, and all the GDSC leads in that particular region went to meet with other GDSC leads and other GDG members, TensorFlow group members. So there were a lot of renowned Google employees as well in those places. And those kind of experiences, they stay with you forever and they teach you a lot. So yeah, you do get paid in that sense.
Yeah, like obviously you don't get paid monetarily, but yeah, like you get paid in the form of community connections and skills. Also, you get to know about, you get friends, like, okay, and obviously some goodies where. So yeah, a lot of things you get. Maybe we can move to next myth. It is also quite a interesting one. So do Google hires like GDSC leads as their employee or as an intern? So would anyone like to answer?
So that is a big no. I mean, the kind of things you learn definitely give you a leverage over others when you are applying. But becoming a GDSC lead is not some kind of a, sure shot 100% ticket to becoming an employee at Google. But a lot of people do confuse and think that is the case, so you won't get hired by Google directly. But yeah, they will always, be like, even now when Google Summer of Code was starting, so GDSC Leads got to know about it well in advance. So yeah, you do get to know about opportunities at the right time so that you can prepare well.
Yeah, I would also like to add one thing, like don't get confused, like even in my case, like I would like to share my experience that in my college, and like my colleagues, like they just taunt me that he's a googler, okay, ये तो गूगल का CEO है, सुंदर पिचाई से बात होती है इसकी and so these are the things, like, so we get taunted about that, but yeah, that's not the fact. Yeah, but obviously you get an edge over a normal person if you have those skills what Google or requires in their need in their employees. You obviously get an edge.
So I guess this was the last myth, and we can move on to the next slide.
Yeah, and maybe we can take some more questions in the
Yeah.
Q&A, like in the chat. So I would request the attendees, like if your answers haven't asked, if your questions haven't answered yet, like, so do ask again, because there are a lot of comments, so we would not be able to, take it. So we are just for 5 more minutes, I guess, so we
Okay,
can take
like
Q&A then.
I have like saw a few questions. So basically, there was a question that can we leave at mid of the year? So no, you cannot leave in the mid of your tenure because it will going to end of the GDSC in your college. So if you are applying, be sure that you have at least 1 year in your hand and you can carry the club easily. Okay. And another question I saw that how many students get selected for the telephonic interview. So there's no particular number for this. If they will feel that the application round was really good for any student, they will go for the interview round. So there is no fixed number. It also depends that how many students from your college is applying. So it's not fixed. Yeah.
Yeah, and one more thing, like I would like to add that like what Aniket answered, that after the application process, like for the interview, let's say one particular institution is having 4 folks interviewed, okay, so even though it is not guaranteed that a single person would be selected, if they are feeling that not a single person is well good enough and is not fitting the criteria, then they'll not select anyone, okay. Like I have also seen the example last year, so like you need to be good enough for that also. Okay, so yeah.
I also
Yeah,
see one more
even
question. Yeah, Aniket, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying that even if you are having GDSC in your college priorly, it might happen that you do not get GDSC again because it totally depends on your skills that you are applying. So it is also a practical scene and it has already occurred. So just keep this in your mind.
Yeah, on a similar note, someone asked that if I am applying and I already have a GDSC at my campus, what will happen to the previous lead? So basically, any lead has a tenure of 1 year. Like we became GDSC leads last year, and we are GDSC leads until July this year. After that, someone else will take over our GDSC if they get selected at our campus. So it works like that. So you should definitely apply and give your best, else there might not be a GDSC at your campus next year if nobody was selected. But that rarely happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more important point, like the application for the GDSCs which are already present and the application for the GDSCs which are going to be new is same. So like those who have GDSC priorly also need to apply through the same link that is running on the screen below, gwo.gle/GDSC-leads. And those who are starting a new club, the application is same for them too.
Also, I would like to add, I'm just sharing a link to a blog I wrote. So basically, the deal is that this time we have a way to like refer GDSC like applicants who do not have an existing GDSC at their campus. So if you do not have a GDSC at your campus, then you can reach out to us on any of our socials. Like any GDSC lead can help you out with that. We all know about it. So yeah, and you can go through that blog to know more about how to get that referral and how to like it's a very detailed blog. You'll get to know about how to apply and different kind of tips that were gathered by after talking to several GDSC leads. So yeah, I wish you all the best, and the deadline is 25th of April. Only like we have just a day left, so make sure you do apply and give your best, everyone.
Yeah, also if you have any queries, do ask, else we'll be wrapping the session. Shed light on nomination code thing. Okay, so Priyansh, the nomination code is like existing lead can nominate up to 3 folks, okay, of their campuses. So that like they are just saying that yeah, these can be good leads, and I'm saying for them, but it doesn't guarantee that if you got the nomination code, then you'll be selected. It's just type of a referral thing that yeah, your application will be considered obviously, and maybe it get an extra edge, but obviously it depend totally upon your application, your interview, and your answers, your video, and obviously your skills. Okay, but yeah, if you have already GDSC at your campus, then before applying, to ask your lead if they can provide the nomination code. It will surely help you
Yeah,
a
the
bit.
nomination code that I was talking about is for those who have never had a GDSC at their campus, and those who have had a GDSC. The best person is your lead to reach out to, so you don't need to find anyone else. Yeah, okay. So someone is saying, does Google recruit GDSC leads? No. Basically, thing is ki Google for the GDSC program, of course, everyone is selected through a proper procedure of a written application, along with where you also have to submit a video. Like last time we did have it. I'm not sure if that's the case this time as well. And after that, there is an interview process where people interview and test your leadership as well as technical skills. But what we were talking about was that if you become a GDSC lead, do you get hired by Google as an engineer or something? No, that's not true. For that, you have to, go through the proper channel of applying to Google like everyone else does. So yeah, there it has nothing to do with that. And so I'll repeat again, the deadline is 25th of April. Do apply, everyone. You just have 1 day left to apply. And I guess we can wrap up now. So thank you, Aniket, Anurag, Shubh, Tejas, and Abhipsa, and thank you everyone else who joined us today. And thanks to Suraj as well for managing the backstage for all of us. So yeah, thanks for joining, everyone. We look forward to seeing you as GDSC leads next year.
Yeah, and all the best for your application process, and looking forward for you to become a GDSC lead at your campus. And if you have any queries, then do approach us, okay, via LinkedIn or any other way. And feel free to contact us, and we'll love to answer your queries. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye
everyone.
bye, everyone.
Thank you,
Yeah, thank you
everyone.
everyone, and all
All
the
the best,
best.
everyone.
Yeah, thanks. Nice to have you all.